Alright guys, I know it's been a hot minute, but I'm gonna try to get an episode of Papa Louie out, and I'm just gonna start over because it has been a hot minute. Like I was doing back in the day, I'm gonna keep the sound on, but the music off. And I'll probably alternate between Orkia and Manton for my servers, but I'll always make myself as the chef. But yeah, I have my mom unblocked now. However, I have figured out a way to prevent, text pop-ups from coming up on my screen. So that way, if she does text me, all you guys will hear is the text tone. You're not going to see what she says because I don't always want you guys to see what she says because it could be embarrassing or personal. So yeah. But luckily, I figured out a way to disable that. I'm sorry if you hear that in the background. I don't even know what it is. It's probably cicadas or locusts. Just stuff going on outside. Nature stuff. But yeah, I know I said I was gonna do these. I know I said for months that I was gonna make a Papa Louie video, but I just haven't gotten around to it until now. I've just been too lazy to. I've been motivated. Sorry, stupid insects or something interrupting me. But yeah, I just haven't really been motivated to, but I thought I'd finally do one today. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing these, though. These are kind of just very inconsistent and sometimes few and far between, but I do want to get back into doing this. Green Ethan, I don't know if you're going to be watching this because you are busy right now to my understanding. So, but I wanted to just make this anyway. Plus, it's been a while since I'd done a YouTube video, so I wanted to do something, and I was just in the mode to get back into this. So, yeah, I wanted to upload something on YouTube because it's been a hot minute. I haven't really used, well, I use YouTube to comment and watch videos, but I haven't actually been uploading videos. It's been in fact it's been a few months. So I kind of wanted to upload something to to let you guys know that I'm still here and to just catch you guys up on stuff that's been happening. And yeah. I don't know if Bree Nathan's gonna watch this, like I said, but it would be awesome if he did. I understand that he's busy right now with stuff. He's taking driver's ed, which is pretty cool. So yeah. Ooh, alright. I have some money to spend. I'll do it after this day. Anyway, I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but back in March 14th to be exact, my dad finally found someone who can, you know, do my guardianship. You know, he had a consulting appointment back on March 14th. And he met with a lawyer that can, like, do it all. And I was really worried about that because I wasn't sure if we were gonna find someone. But he finally found someone, so yeah, I feel a lot better. So yeah, that was a really good thing that happened in March. And as you guys know, I got a kick-ass PC with 2 monitors back in March as well. So yeah, March was a really good month for me. Nothing really to report in April or May, but June was pretty good because, you know, it was my birthday. July was pretty eventful. I had a dentist appointment. I had a haircut appointment. I had a doctor appointment, and we went on vacation. But yeah, I'm not really, you know, I was really nervous as hell for the doctor's appointments because I thought I was going to get blood work done, but I ended up not getting blood work done because Bree decided I was too nervous, so she decided to just have, like, you know, have today I mean, not today, but, you know, the day of the doctor's appointment. She wanted me to just take that day to, like, get familiar with the building and, like, and just, like, everyone. And so yeah, I didn't, so I still gotta wait to get blood work done at a future day, but it was nice finally having to. My dad finally making the appointments because that was something else that he needed to do as a part of getting my stuff done, as he calls it. My brother didn't even get to, but yeah, they did a checkup on me, you know, and I met with my doctor, Bree, and it went really well. My brother, though, he's gonna have to wait because they got his birthday wrong. And my brother really wanted to go to the doctor's appointment for some reason. He was even trying to get me involved. And the only logical exclamation would be because maybe he knew that I had to get it done for other stuff that I need to get done. Other than that, I don't know why he got me involved, but whatever. And yeah, vacation was pretty good. I made some good memories, but man, I was ready to get home by the time the last day got here. But yeah, I think the 28th. Yeah, the 28th was when we went. We rode on a golf cart the night we got there. Ooh, yes, I'm gonna have enough. I believe. Yeah, I just don't have enough for a coupon, but that doesn't really matter. I just need the other things. It didn't give me the sticker for all the upgrades. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, and we ate breakfast a couple of times while we were at South Padre. That's where we went. I don't know if I mentioned that. We watched the sunrise. We ate at a couple of restaurants for dinner. And yeah, I did make some good memories, but for some reason, I know I'm not the only one, because I saw someone else who said this, but I just don't have a really good appetite during vacations. I don't know why. I just do not. But yeah, and then we went to Corpus and we saw my mom. She didn't start anything, but thankfully, but she was really upset because she knew she wasn't gonna be able to move back in with us. And I'm gonna be honest, I know it's not the best idea. I'm all for moving it closer to us, but her moving back in with us, yeah, I don't think that would work out. And honestly, I'm not really a big fan on vacations. Yeah, there is fun stuff to do and good memories to be made, but I'm a homebody. I get really uncomfortable when I'm out of my comfort zone. It could be an autism spectrum disorder thing, because I know a lot of people, with autism or Asperger's or a similar disorder. We just want to we want to be. We want things to be normal for us. We want things to be what we're comfortable with. We want to do things that we do in our daily lives. We don't really like to get out, we get really moody once we get out of a routine. And yeah, I think a low appetite can, is linked to adjustment disorder. I don't know if I would call it adjustment disorder is what I deal with. That seems like a strong word, but you know what I mean. People who have a hard time adjusting to stuff, may have a low appetite, which I can relate to, believe me. But yeah, I'm honestly not a fan of vacations, I honestly find vacations to be kind of overrated, if I'm allowed to be honest. And what really bothers me is, my grandma, she loves vacations. And sometimes she makes me, she makes the family feel obligated to take vacations with her. That's what bothers me. Not all people, but, some people who take vacations, They can be insensitive and ignorant to the fact that vacations just aren't for everyone, Now, obviously, it's not good to just be in a house 24/7 either, but, day trips are a thing. I'll play some of the mini games later in future episodes. Alright. Once I get my own place, I'm gonna try to not take vacations anymore. I hope my dad and my grandma or my brother won't make me feel obligated. But they're just not my thing, guys. I'm not saying I'm gonna just not do anything with them, but I'm gonna go on day trips with them. I don't mind doing that, and I don't mind maybe, going over to their house to eat, or us going to a restaurant and eat. But vacations, especially when I'm living on my own, I'm sorry, but I'm just not gonna be able to do it. You have to pack. You have to make sure you have to make sure you got everything, and it's just so stressful. And it's honestly, like I said, there are aspects that are fun about it, and there are aspects that I may even miss, but once it's over, but they're just not my cup of tea. And I feel like my dad can be, I think my dad is very unaware about that. He keeps talking about going to California, and I'm trying to plead to him that I don't want to go, but he's also been saying, oh, we're probably not going to go. But yeah. My brother is also my brother was also talking to my mom about how he's gonna be taking me to see her a lot, and I honestly hope he means, like, you know, once we can get my mom closer to us. Because there is no way in hell that I'm gonna be drugged 8 hours multiple times a year just to see my mom. Don't get me wrong, I love my mom, but I don't have the mental energy to take a vacation multiple times a year just to see her. I really hope he's talking about, like, once we can get her closer. Heck, he doesn't even feel comfortable driving me, like, just 5 minutes to go to Golden Chick. Why on earth would he suddenly feel comfortable driving me 8 hours? You know what I mean? It just doesn't add up. So it has to be, like... So he has to be talking about, like... Oh, we'll get you here closer first. But yeah, and I don't mean this in a hateful way towards my family, but... And I know, like, I still have, like, a long way to go, but I am ready to get my own place eventually. I do want to get my own place eventually. That way I don't have to be dragged and rigmarole. At least not as often. You know, that's something... You know how I'm always... You know how I'm always talking about how people are always, like, ignorant when it comes to, like, certain topics, including, you know, autism spectrum disorder. I feel like something a lot of people don't seem to understand is that we do not do very well when we are out of our comfort zone. And, you know, for a lot of us, this includes taking vacations. Now, my friend, you know, Purple Ethan, he loves taking vacations. You know, and he has autism himself. However, he also has ADHD, and, like, you know, I heard people with ADHD tend to crave, you know, like, new experiences and whatnot. So, you know, that could be his ADHD overriding his autism in that regard. And then, you know, my friend Ashton, he's actually on vacation himself, but he should be, you know, he should be getting home pretty soon. he used to like him a lot more when he was younger, but he kind of grew to like them a little, less and less. He doesn't like them as much as he used to. I'm trying to find a good hair or a good bang for Orkia. Maybe that one. Actually, maybe that one. Unfortunately, we don't have the light one, so we have to use the kind of darker one. But yeah, although for Ashton, I think a lot of it has to do with his mom stressing him out. That's another thing too, dealing with everyone's stressed out, so sometimes you guys are at each other's throats, which that has happened to me before as well. And Ashton does get homesick, but I don't know if it's as severe as me as it is for me though. There have been times where I would be on the verge of tears. That's how bad it has gotten for me. But luckily, it's been a while since it's gotten that bad for me. Although I was really stressed on my way back home because my dad was worried about the air conditioner, so me and I think my brother said he was as well. But yeah, and then we have Arwen. She's a friend I know on DeviantArt and Instagram. She hates vacations. She hates them. And I don't know if I would say I just totally hate them, because like I said, there are some good aspects, but it's one of those things I would rather not do, to be honest. But Arwen, yeah, she flat out hates them. And she said that it's because she gets homesick and annoyed, which I relate to the homesick part. She has autism as well. Now, I know, neurotypical people get homesick too, but I think it's a lot easier for, people on the spectrum to get homesick because, they have a harder time adjusting to, certain things, and this can include vacations. Because, we want our own room, we want our own space, we want to just do whatever the hell we want, and you can't really do that during vacations. So yeah. Once I get my own place, I'm hoping I can opt out of vacations because they're just not my vein. Families need to take more effort to understand that they're just not for everyone. I can understand wanting to spend time with your family, Like, for example, let's say you have a daughter. You know, this is going to be me in the future. Let's say you have a daughter who is not a fan of vacations. So she doesn't go on vacations. But she can spend time with you in other ways. Like I said earlier. I don't understand why people have to make vacations out of everything. There are more simpler ways you can spend time with your family. But yeah, it's just something a lot of people are insensitive about. Honestly, family, if people don't want to go on vacations, don't make them go on vacations. Like, you know, my dad is not, like, my dad, like, likes vacations a tad more than I do, but otherwise, he wouldn't talk about California so much. But even he, like, you know, a large aspect of him is a homebody. And he says the main reason he goes on vacations is because his grandma makes him feel obligated. I mean, not his grandma, my grandma, his mom. My grandma, his mom. Hell, according to what my dad said, my grandma is, like, pestering him to get me out of the house more. And, like, the way she means it, like, she means, like, these big ass pain in the ass vacations. Like, she's completely clueless to how much I hate them. Like, when the time is right, I do need to tell her, look, it's not my dad, it's me. I mean, I like getting out of the house, but I like preferred day trips, you know? I'll say something like that when the time is right, because, like, I mean, I don't know how well it'll go, but at least I'll try. But yeah, now there's obviously people who are on the spectrum that like vacations, and there are even neurotypical people who don't like vacations, but I do think there is a link between the, there is a link between being on the spectrum and not being a big fan of vacations, because a lot of people on the spectrum, they don't like being out of their comfort zone, and vacations can drag you out of your comfort zone, and I'm definitely like that myself. I just want to be where I am comfortable. I don't want these new crazy things being thrown at me. I don't want to be drugged half-assed across the country. Luckily, South Padre wasn't too bad, but it was 12 hours. It did come close. This is why some parent or some kids don't want next to nothing to do with their parents. Probably because they drag them into things against their will. But yeah, my dad kind of knows about me not being a big fan of vacations, but he can be extremely insensitive to it. Even my mom can sometimes be insensitive to it. It's when people know that you're you're not a big fan of something, but they still try to make you do it. That's the case with my parents when it comes to vacations sometimes. I remember my dad wanted to go to Virginia. Thank God it never happened. And I did not want to go, because I knew the drive was going to be mentally draining. Even if you're not the one driving. That's something else parents need to understand. You may not be the one driving, but it can still be mentally draining. And I remember I got into a fight with my mom as well because I didn't want to go to Virginia. But luckily, the trip never happened, but he has been going on and off with California. He wants to go, but he's also saying we may not go. And it's he needs to save that money and his vacation from work. His vacation days from work. He needs to save it for something a little more practical, like going to sporting events with my brother. That works out a lot better than dragging me half-assed across the country against my will. I can get the house to myself. They can go and go to some awesome sporting events. That works out better for me, and it should work out better for them. But yeah, just something I feel like a lot of parents can be insensitive to. That's why I'm looking forward to getting my own place. I'll probably be able to get out of the rigmarole more easily. And I'm going to be talking about that if I do follow through with these books and if I can publish them. I'll probably be talking about it in my autism spectrum disorder book and in my understanding your children book, because I also want to write a parental guide. I want to write a book about understanding children and whatnot. Because I'm not trying to brag, but I feel like I have an understanding to children that most people just do not have. Alright, I'll play one more day. Ooh, la Pete. Coconut head. In the autism book, I'm going to talk about how, we tend to have adjustment issues, including when we go on vacations, and for my understanding your children's book, I may talk about that again, and it's going to go under, respecting boundaries, respecting your child's boundaries, because I want to also try to help parents or just guardians have a good relationship with their child. But yeah. I know I talk about this all the fucking time. I literally talked about this through the entirety of my Metopia Let's Play, but I'm so excited for us to get our dream jobs. Purple Ethan, he's gonna become a fighter pilot. So he's gonna be like a hero and protect the sky. Yes, perfect. And I'm gonna try to, make the world a better place by spreading awareness, kindness, and world peace with my books. And Ashton's animation series sounds very interesting. And of course, Daniel, I cannot fucking wait until he graduates. He only has one more painful year of school left. And I talk about all the, I have not seen anyone who hates school as much as Daniel does. So I'm ready for him to be done. I'm ready for him to be an adult, It's making his, school and being a kid, it makes his life miserable. And, he deserves better. I want better for him. So I'm excited for him to be done with school. Move out and just focus on his career. Don't get me wrong, I do love my dad, but sometimes it's just, it's good to move out when you can. That way you can like make your own decisions, and well, I don't know if it will be how easier it will be to like, get out of crap like vacations, but it should be easier. People have more freedom when they live on their own. And yeah. I remember Daniel Plotagon, he actually made a rant not too long ago, another rant about being a kid. And he said he wants to move out and make his own money and drink alcohol, which, I don't relate to the alcohol reason, I prefer to stay away from alcohol, but I'm fine with people drinking alcohol as long as they do it responsibly. But I may not relate to that part, but I do relate to the moving out and making my own money part. Because that's another thing I'm looking forward to, I'm looking forward to getting a bank account and being financially independent. I mean, I get gift cards and whatnot for... Don't know why I got so much taken away. I mean, I get gift cards and whatnot for like my birthdays and for like Christmases, but those are very finicky. They don't always work. But I shouldn't have those problems once I get my bank account. And like, I get it. Like, you don't want to rush into, living on your own does come with responsibility. And we all get that. But at the same time, it can be worth it. I'm not, I'm not saying me and Daniel are gonna be rich, but it would be awesome if our dream jobs made us financially secure. As like I said a bunch of times, I'm looking into being an author. I just have to figure out how to make book covers and get books published. So I still have a lot to figure out, but I am working steadily on writing some books. And then, Daniel, like I said, he wants to be a mechanic, specifically a motorcycle mechanic, I believe. And a protagonist, like I said, I think he's going to try to get monetized. He's been trying to get monetized of being a protagonist, but he's just having trouble. But I hope he can one day, because it brings me comfort, him making money off of his Plotagon videos. It brings me comfort. Because, oh my god, he is funny and a good editor and a good director. Oh my gosh. He actually made another YouTube account recently, so maybe that can help him. If not make more money, at least get monetized to begin with. But yeah, I'm just so excited. It brings me comfort thinking about, being financially secure thanks to our dream jobs. Daniel can buy things that makes him happy. I can make things. I can buy things that make me happy. Ashton and Ethan. Both Ethans for that matter can buy things that make them happy, and so on. I know Ethan, Green Ethan. He's probably gonna be an author like me. Like, I don't know if he's still thinking about becoming a scientist. I think he said he was kind of shifting away from that, but I think he wants to be an author for like teen fiction. So he does want to be an author like me, but it's gonna be like in a different genre. Like, I want to write nonfiction books that spread awareness and help people. Whereas he wants to write, like, teen, fiction. So, yeah. I'm going to be similar to Pally. She's an author for self-help books. And that's pretty much what I want to write. Self-help books and just books that spread awareness about topics that people just lack knowledge, information, awareness, and understanding on. So yeah. Anyway, it's been good catching up, guys. I'm glad my lazy self was finally able to get around to bringing the Papa Louie videos back. I know Green Ethan will be happy. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Boy. Hello? Huh?